We've been talking about it all week. High-Speed Rail Authority releasing new details, and they want more money and more time. So we do want to bring in our panel to discuss this. Jim Verros, Mike Manouel Jr., and Henry Perea. And guys, you know, Governor Newsom opened up a big can of worms when he had the State of the State, his first one. He cut down the project from Merced to Bakersfield, not L.A. to the Bay. Mike, I want to start with you on this one because the high-speed rail, learning what we know now, the $1.8 billion that they need more. It's going to cost a total of $80 billion if they ever do go to L.A. to the Bay. Should this project just be scrapped? Call it a day.
From day one, the execution has been abysmal. The planning, the way they've spent the money. I learned just this past week that contractors have been paid over $120 million to not do work, because of the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act funds that came in were for shovel-ready projects. The Rail Authority took the money, but they didn't have a route, didn't have anything planned. This is one of a number of mini scandals within a big scandal, and that is that from day one, this thing was just poorly managed, poorly executed, and really has today no chance of being completed.
No
so we
chance.
should quit pretending.
Are you trying to tell me this is a big Ponzi scheme?
Well, I think it's worse, at least in a Ponzi scheme. Well, you know, somebody gets rich, and maybe the contractors have, but in my view, it's probably one of the biggest black eyes today in the history of California.
Wow.
It is a failed public works project that literally has no chance of being rescued.
Henry, if we knew back then what we know now, would voters vote this in?
Well, I don't think they would have voted if they, but that's kind of an interesting question to ask. I think
right.
The more...
That's why I asked it.
Yeah. No, I think what I would look at it, and I think execution has been an issue of the project as it's gone through, and we're seeing some of the results of that. But I think when you look at the biggest infrastructure project in the United States right now, should it continue? I believe it should. I mean, we're approaching 40 million Californians. You know, we're looking at different ways for people to move in this state. You know, so whether it's your vehicle, high-speed rail, a train, a plane, we have to give people more options to move.
Right.
But I think Governor Newsom was right on, and maybe he could have done a better job in delivering his message. But I think what he was saying is, look, we have a 2022 deadline to complete the first...
Now it's 2028.
Well, no. 2022 to finish the first segment. With the federal government, which is a 119-mile section.
I just want to get on board.
Yeah, and
the train.
Yeah, what he was really saying, is we're not scrapping the project from LA to San Francisco. We're just saying I'm putting all hands on deck. I'm focusing my resources to make sure that we meet that 2022 deadline.
And that's a scary thing, because Jim, we're going to hear from the governor coming up soon about his new budget. What do you think he's going to say about this high-speed rail? Do you think he's numb?
When California wants to buy something, it buys it, no matter what kind of credit cards they have to take out. Right. So I don't see this going away anytime soon. And obviously, Governor Newsom is not running for president in 2020, but he will most likely be running in 2024. And he needs a sparring partner, and his sparring partner is President Donald Trump. And there's no way he's going to let this train fail while giving President Trump any credit by saying that this was a bridge to nowhere. So I listen, they're going to find another $1.8 billion. They're going to raise taxes on somebody. They're going to
soda tax.
Yeah, they're going to start tracking where we drive pretty soon. It's going to be something, right? But they're going to get that train going.
I want to turn our attention to something that has been really talked about, the liquor license cap, aka the Safe Neighborhood Market Act. It passed unanimously after this was said. Check this out.
This act will finally eliminate Fresno's designation as the drunkest city in America.
City in America, again, City Councilman Miguel Arias saying that, and it did pass unanimously. They need an environmental review just to cross the I's and or dot the I's and cross the T's. So, Jim, I'll start with you. You buy that, drunkest city in America?
The data, no. The data was from a 2011 report, and that was the same year that we implemented more DUI checkpoints. Now I think we're in the, I don't think we're even in the top 20. So no, I don't buy that data. But I do buy that the council obviously was duly elected, and they are representing the citizens of their districts. And if this is what the bidding is, what they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. If Miguel Arias thinks that he's doing the best work for his district, then you got to pass, and you got to commend him on it.
Henry, I want to come to you. Is this bad for business? Because there were reports out there that 7-Eleven trying to be built on Tulare and Cedar next to my alma mater, Roosevelt. I know you had some lobbying within that, getting that 7-Eleven there. The project was pulled off the table. earlier this week. So how did that and this coincide with everything that you were trying to do?
Yeah, well, having been in politics, sometimes politics can be a mirage. And no question that the council had an issue with respect to liquor licenses and the renewal of them and the quality of stores. So they wanted some process where I believe every few years they could review them, make sure they're meeting all their conditions. But I think what happened to the 7-Eleven is that it just became the visual. It became the poster child for the issue. And the irony is that store was not going to go in with any liquor. There was no alcohol in that store, so to try to connect that store to that issue, it was just really irrelevant. So when I got a phone call just a couple of days ago saying, hey, what do you know about this project, which was nothing. And so I just made a few phone calls to find out what was going on, but that was about the extent of it. But they were smart, I think, to withdraw their proposal because it would have gone down on Thursday.
I want to finish up with some fireworks on Capitol Hill. You may have heard this from Nancy Pelosi.
The Attorney General of the United States of America was not telling the truth to the Congress of the United States. That's a crime.
Well, can we have any more explosives on Capitol Hill this week? William Barr clashing with the Senate, a no-show in the House Judiciary Committee. Muellergate is the hashtag that we're using now. This is your wheelhouse, Mr. Manouel Jr. Listen, Nancy Pelosi, I know what you're going to say, and I want you to have your say here. What is going forward, though? What are we going to see? I mean, this is 2020 presidential rhetoric, pretty much. This is what we're about to dive into.
We're going to see a lot of this. The presidential candidates on the Democrat side believe they have to pursue this, and that's fine. That's their belief. They should pursue it. If you like Trump, you think that the Attorney General did a great job at the hearing. If you don't like Trump, you think he should be impeached or resign. That's America today.
Yeah.
We are in two camps. We're dug in. We're looking at the same thing. You, me, Henry, look at the same thing, and our opinions are completely different about what we just saw. And that's just the reality of America today. Yeah. So, in my view, you know, I'd love to see some issues and problems that we clearly have in our country being addressed, but the politicians are going to spend their time on this. Who loses? Honestly, we all lose, because nothing good is coming of it.
All right, I'll tell you what, we're going to leave it there. So we got to put a punctuation on it. I know you guys have great opinions on everything. We're going to bring you guys back. I can promise you that. So book it on your calendars. We have